Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Study with me. Today I'm going to talk about mind maps. Why is that you need to learn about mind map? Mind map, it helps us to sum up. It has images. The content of the entire chapter is being brought in one page, or it gives a bird eye view of the entire concept that you are learning. So, if you want to continue learning with me, do subscribe, like, and click that notification button so that you will be the first one to know when I post my videos. So, today in business environment, which is the third chapter, um, I'm going to talk about what is business environment, what are the concepts, what are the features, importance of business environment, dimensions of business environment. Dimensions are very important part of business environment. This is the main part where they ask you giving a case study. Okay, so the different dimensions are economic, social, technological, political, and legal environment. Then we are going to learn about demonetization. What is demonetization? What is the concept of demonetization? And why do we need demonetization? What are the features that contribute to demonetization? So everything we are just going to learn it as quick as possible. So first one, what is business environment? Business environment, it is a concept that deals with the forces, the different factors, what are the institutions, individuals that are outside the business environment force, that is outside the control of a business enterprise, but though it is outside the control of a business enterprise, it affects the performance of the business. Now, for example, if there is any changes that happens in the economic factors like tax rate or inflation, or there is a deflation, then that will automatically affect the business performance. So that is why we are learning business environment. Business environment is also called as macro environmental forces because these forces are outside the control of a businessman. Okay, so with this, we need to do the environment scanning, which is very important part of business environment. What are these environment scanning called as? These are keeping an eye on the environmental factors, which is economic, social, technological, political, and legal. So when you scan the environment, scanning is you see what is happening in your environment. So when a business person is scanning his environment, he gets an understanding. He is aware of what is happening in the business environment. So this will help him. Why should I scan the business environment? When you scan the business environment as a businessman, you will anticipate, you will know the things what is going to happen in future and what could be the effect of these different factors in your business working. So that is why we need to scan a business environment. So when you see about the features, um, here if you see the features, you have the totality of external forces, specific and general, interrelatedness, dynamic, uncertainty, complexity, and relativity. So when you see about these features of business environment in external forces, what are they? They are institutions, they are factors that happen external to the business organization. They are not internal. External forces itself means it happens outside the business environment or business organization. Specific and general forces. Specific forces are that directly or immediately has an effect, and general forces are those that happen in economic, social, political, legal, or technological conditions. Interrelationship, all the factors or forces that happen in a business environment, they are interconnected. Okay, now for example, due to the demand of more Western outfits among the general youth of today, there is a factor that affects our business environment. What happened? There are more of Western culture dresses available in the market today. If you see in the olden days, they never used to consume this Pepsi, Coke. But today there is a demand. That is why we have got this. So there is a demand. That is why a manufacturer produces it. Why does a manufacturer produce the good which a consumer demands? Only then he can get profit. Okay, and it is dynamic business environment. It is quite flexible. It is like continuously changing. So it is dynamic in nature. It is not at all stable. Okay, then you have it is a concept of uncertainty, which means you cannot predict what will happen. It is complex because it is very difficult to understand or to know the changes that will influence the business decisions. It has been interrelated, and it has been contributed by the dynamic factors. If, for example, if there is a change in the government policy, that there is a increase in the cost of a product, then also the income of the company will change. Okay, so that is why we tell it is a very complex thing. You don't know which factor will influence your business decision, and it is all connected. This happens like if there is one change in a particular country or in a particular place, then it also affects in the other country. For example, we can tell when there is more demand for ethnic wear, saris or chudidars in Western countries, then there is the demand. It happens as per the supply is as per the demand of the customer. Ethnic wears are more in demand in Indian culture than in foreign countries. So you have a lot of variety in Indian market compared to that of foreign countries like US or UAE. You have the limited editions because of the demand. So it is connected. Okay, the next one I would like to talk about the importance. What is the importance of business environment? It is important for a firm to identify the opportunities and get the first movers advantage. FMA, first movers advantage. It means the person who introduces the product first in the market, he will get a firm hold in the market. For example, WhatsApp. It was the first application of mobile chat. But now, even after you have various other chat messages, like you might have Messenger, you might have Insta chat, there are different things, but even then, WhatsApp is most preferable. Okay. The second one is it helps the firm to identify the threats and the early warning signals. This happens only when you scan the environment. If you see Maruti Udyog, it was the company that identified that now the foreign cars are going to be manufactured in the market. So when it came to know that it is a warning signal, because Maruti was the first and the only single owner that used to capture the Indian markets of vehicles, automobiles. When it came to know now the foreign invasion is going to come, the foreign market is going to come. So what it started doing, it took that as a warning signal. It started improving the quality of the cars. It reduced the cost of the cars. So this, and it started on more aggressive advertisement. So by the time the Ford company came into India, Maruti was almost set to attract the customers. The third one, optimum utilization of resources. This happens like you have to engage in activities. Resources itself, it talks about raw materials, power, water, basic things which you need in order to start the production activity. So tapping the resources by having a good connection by the government, a good connection with the suppliers, so that you can start your business in a smooth pace, so that you can produce goods and services for customers, pay the taxes to the government, and also get a good profit for yourself. The next one, it helps in coping with rapid changes, which is quick changes. If any business, any changes happens in the market, might be because of turbulent weather conditions, might be because of the changing in the market demands, the customer's demand is changing, there is change in technology. So all these are unpredictable. So when you as a businessman, you are coping, you are keeping a scan, you are scanning the environment, like what are the changes that happens in technology in the market, then you will be able to uh, withstand it. Then it helps in assisting planning and policy making. This is told because, like, when you see the mind of a when you keep in mind the business environment, when you start implementing the strategies, then you have to also keep in the policy of the organization. What is the main essence of the organization? That helps, that is an important part when a businessman is trying to formulate new plans. Then it helps in improving performance. So what happens is, you are knowing what you are predicting, what could happen in the future. So this, it helps you to continuously monitor the environment, to adapt yourself with suitable plans, so that your at present, what is your performance, you can sustain that, you can develop that even in the future. So these are the importance of business environment. The next, I would go with features of I would go with dimensions of business environment. The different dimensions of business environment, as I have already told, is economic environment. First one, I would give us quite a quick gist. Economic, it talks about the money matters, the money environment. So what happens in economic factors? It talks about the interest, the inflation, deflation cost, the stock markets. What is the value of the money? What are the changes in the bank interest rate? Okay, so all of these comes under economic environment. Economic, it generally talks about the GDP, GNP, the per capita income, what is about saving, what is the investment, what talks about import and export. So all these comes under the economic factors. Since the video length is becoming big, I would like to go to the next part to continue with it. Till then, stay tuned with me and study with me. Thank you.